guys, welcome back. Jeff here from Life Gymnastics. Today is Friday and we are doing another gymnastics session for our intensive gymnastics classes, or what we would call an intermediate gymnastics. Today we are going to be working on 3 different things, quite specific. We're going to be doing some work on front handsprings, handstand pirouette, and straddle press the handstand. Now, if you're going to be doing this session, it would be very good if you've got a good control in your handstand already. If not, I would stop there and I would go back and just work on your handstand, because some of this is around it. You can do some of it, but it's very important to do a handstand first. So what we're going to do is, hopefully you've already done a warm-up for one of the sessions. So we're just going to jump straight into our handstands. Just warm them up, make sure they're nice and straight. Have a few goes of holding them. So nice stretch up, big step, step forwards, nice squeeze in your handstand. Try and hold for 3 and step back down. Let's try one more time just to get our arms nice and ready. Step forwards and then step up to handstand. Nice straight. Good work. Just getting that support on our hands. Right, first off we're going to start off with our handstand pirouette. Now what we're looking for is, if you have maybe a towel or something square that you can put on the ground, something like, I have a square object like this. Okay, now what we're going to be doing is, you're going to be learning how to go using your hands around the 4 corners like this. Okay, so in a handstand we need to be able to move and rotate. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to leave that to the side for a second. First thing we're going to do is, you're going to need a space against the wall to do some handstands. If you don't do that, you can use a sofa as well, so don't worry, I'll show you both. Okay, so against the wall we go up to handstand, squeeze, and then I want you to rotate, lean and lift, one hand at a time, side to side. If you wanted to make it a bit easier for your balance, you can split your legs and then lean and lift. If you don't have a wall space, or if you want to make it a little bit easier, you can go onto your sofa, up to your half handstand like this, and then lift side to side. Okay, it's very important that you can lift one hand up comfortably and push. There's a lot of lifting and leaning. Okay, so that's our first exercise. What we're going to do is, if you want, you can stop now and do 10 of these or 10 of these. Okay, now what we're going to do is move on to the rotation. So you can either use the thing you have in the ground, which I'm going to do in a second, but if you can picture a square here on this wall, we're going to start with our hands in these bottom corners. We're going to try and move over to the other corner and then finish all the way back to the start. Okay, so if I move down here, I'm going to move my sofa out of the way for now. Okay, and if I start here, we don't even have to do our handstand yet. What we're going to do is turn your hand around to one corner. We can jump your feet all the way around for now, and then bring your hand back to the other side. So this is all about just getting your hand placements correct first. So we can even do it without jumping, we can just do it walking. So one hand goes over to the far corner, and then the other hand follows in behind, like this. I'll face forward so you can see me from here. Facing this way, one hand over to here, and then back, so I should finish facing this way. Okay? So I would recommend doing a few of these. Let's do 2 more together. If you want, you can stop me and do more. Just so you're constantly getting used to leaning to one side, lifting your hands before we actually jump and do this in a handstand. Okay, lean to the other corner and over to the other corner. Okay, so once we have done a few sets of the handstand leaning against the wall and a few preparations on the square, then we can give it a go. Okay, so what we need to do is back up into our handstand, give it your best shot, make sure you've got a nice space for this. Up to handstand, lean, turn, and down. I'll just move my sofa back a little bit. Okay, so we're looking for that quarter turn back to finish. Okay, I'll show you one more time, and then I want you to have a few more practice goes by yourself. Stretching up tall, nice big step, up to a handstand, solid handstand, turn, and finish. Okay, once you've had a few goes at this, if you have a little bit more practice and you get more confident, you can even try a full circle, which will look fully like this. So we go, do a half, and then hopefully finish in a nice handstand. Whew. So that is our handstand pirouette. Next we have our handstand, our handspring, okay? So this one, there's a few very important exercises that we can do in our home to get our handspring ready for when we're back in the gym. A handspring is when we do a handstand and flip all the way over onto your feet. But there's some very, very important things that we can do down here on the ground or using the wall or using the sofa to get you ready for this move. So the first one is going to be in a front support position like this, making your shoulders go down and then up. We call these shoulder shrugs. So down and then up. Let's do 5 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add in some jumps. With that same movement, we're going to push off your hands. So we're going to do it 5 times. 1, 2, trying to keep your elbows straight. 3, 4, 5. Great work. Alright, very important because when we eventually do the handstand and push, this is the action that we use to push off of the floor. Okay, next one we've got, let me have a look over there. Okay, we've got a dish to arch position. This is a really cool one. So we go from here, we want it to look like this, where we're leaning against the wall. We've got a round body, bent legs and arms above your head. So our body is in like a dish shape right now. And what we want to do is roll this way and pushing everything backwards into an arch shape. So just our hands are touching the floor and our head is looking backwards. So this is how we finish. We go from a handstand, we whip our body up like this, and then you wait and land on your feet. So let's do this 3 times together. Start like this in your round shape, roll everything up, and finish just hands touching the floor, straight arms. Good. There's 1, round body, roll. 2, 1 more. Nice round shape. I'll show you the last one in a slightly harder way, but you can do it with your sofa. It makes it even harder again. So you can try it sitting all the way down, and you have to do the same thing, push everything up and support yourself on your hands. It makes it a lot harder down your sofa, but it needs to be right next to the wall, just like this one. Woo. And our last one is an entry into our front handspring. It's very, very important. We're gonna have 2 different exercises for this. So the first one, you're gonna go from here, we're gonna swing your arms back, which is called a hurdle step, hurdle, and then we're gonna go down onto one knee like this. Okay, so we'll have to really reach forwards, ready to do an even harder exercise into our handspring. So from here, big jump forwards, here, and then down onto one knee. Okay, that's the hurdle in, and then from there, we're gonna make it even harder for ourselves. Down on one leg, we're gonna reach forwards and push up to a one leg handstand. Okay, so it's very hard to get all the way up there. I'm gonna put it all together and we're gonna do it twice together. All right, so from here, we have our hurdle step first, down onto one knee, push, and back to here. Good, that's the full thing. Let's do it one more time. From here, ready, hurdle step, big reach, bend down, push up, one leg up, and finish. Whew. All right guys, shake it out. Now we're gonna move on to our last exercise for the day, for this session, is our straddle lift handstand. Okay, this is a really important one. This is a really cool one where we go from a straddle position like this, legs apart, hands on the floor. We want to be leaning forwards and trying to lift all the way up to our handstand. Okay, this is a really nice exercise. Okay, but it's very important to get it right. Okay, now if you look from this side, the most important thing that we need to think is that it all happens very narrow. Okay, it's very difficult if your legs are back here and your hands are way far forwards. It's very difficult because it makes our lever, our body, very long. So what we need to do is get your feet in nice and close, hands almost in the same line. So now I'm making it more narrow. As you can see on the mats, I'm only using one section. I'm gonna try and bring my legs around as wide as possible so we can do it this way, as narrow as I can. Okay, so let me show you. So let's try and make it narrow, lift up onto those toes and lean forwards, legs around, and then only when you get to the top, this is when you bring your feet together. This one's a hard one, I haven't done this in a while. And I've had a big workout today, so I'm hoping yours is better than mine. For the last one for this, only if you've got a nice safe space in front of you or in front of your sofa, This is just to make it a little bit easier. I want you to put your feet on a platform. It can be on anything like some books or some cushions, or if you've got a nice space, safe space in front of your sofa, you can go like this. So same thing, hands on the floor, legs up onto your sofa, and do the same action. Lean forward, legs around to the side, and then together at the last second. Let's do it one more time together so I can show you. Okay, legs nice and wide, lean forwards, forwards, up to handstand, and then there. If you can, try your best not to jump your feet. This is a real leaning and lifting action. Whew, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our session for today. This has been a really hard one. I'm tired already just from doing some of these exercises. Feel free to stop and practice some of these much more than I've shown you today. That's the only way to get them really, really good. Okay guys, I will see you next Friday for another session. Take care, bye-bye. Well done guys, today's workout. You did such an amazing job. If you did it right, you should be looking like me, a little bit sweaty. And it means you did a great job. If you enjoyed today's session, there is going to be the same type of session for the same age group every single week on this day. Click here if you'd like to subscribe, and click just here if you want to check out last week's video. See you guys soon. Bye bye.